Poverty in America, it's a reality that millions face every single day. While the United States is one of the wealthiest nations in the world, there are still states where families struggle to put food on the table, where children grow up without access to quality education, and where entire communities are trapped in cycles of economic hardship. Have you ever wondered which states are struggling the most? What causes such extreme poverty in certain parts of the country while others thrive? Today, we're breaking down the 10 poorest states in America, diving deep into the statistics, the struggles, and the reasons behind these economic challenges. You might be surprised to see some of the states on this list. As we go through each state, we want to hear from you. Do you live in one of these states? Have you seen poverty firsthand? What do you think could be done to change things? Let us know in the comments below. And if you find this topic important, take a second to like this video, subscribe to the channel, and hit that notification bell so you never miss a deep dive like this one. Now let's get into it. Mississippi, often called the Magnolia State, is known for its deep Southern history, blues music, and vast farmland. Despite its cultural significance, it is the poorest state in the nation, with a poverty rate of 19.58%, much higher than the national average of 11.6%. Holmes County is the most impoverished area in the state, with a poverty rate exceeding 40%. A significant factor contributing to Mississippi's poverty is its reliance on agriculture and declining manufacturing industries. While farming and timber were once economic drivers, technological advancements have reduced the number of jobs available, leaving many workers without stable employment. The state has also struggled to attract new industries that could provide better-paying jobs, keeping many residents trapped in low-wage positions. Education is another major challenge. Mississippi ranks among the lowest in the country for educational attainment, with high dropout rates and underfunded schools. Many students do not have access to advanced coursework or job training programs, limiting their future job prospects. Without education, escaping poverty becomes nearly impossible. Potential solutions to Mississippi's poverty crisis include investing in education, attracting new industries, and reforming the tax system to ease the burden on low-income families. Expanding job training programs and improving infrastructure could also help bring better economic opportunities to the state. Next, we're heading to Louisiana, famous for its rich culture, jazz music, and Creole cuisine, has a poverty rate of 18.65%, placing it among the poorest states in the U.S. In Louisiana. East Carroll Parish, in the northeastern part of the state, experiences extreme poverty, with a rate exceeding 44%. One of the main causes of poverty in Louisiana is its reliance on industries that are highly susceptible to market fluctuations. When oil prices drop, thousands of workers in the state lose their jobs, leading to widespread economic struggles. The state has made some efforts to diversify its economy, but progress has been slow. Louisiana's tax system contributes to the financial struggles of low-income residents. The state has one of the highest sales tax rates in the country, which disproportionately affects the poor. Meanwhile, tax breaks often benefit large corporations rather than working-class families. To combat poverty, Louisiana could benefit from policies that promote economic diversification, improve education, and offer tax relief to low-income families. Expanding workforce development programs and investing in infrastructure projects could also help create jobs and reduce poverty. New Mexico, known as the Land of Enchantment for its breathtaking deserts, mountains, and rich Native American heritage, has one of the highest poverty rates in the nation at 18.4%. The state's poorest county, McKinley County, has a poverty rate of over 34%. One of the biggest contributors to poverty in New Mexico is the lack of economic diversification. While the state has significant revenue from oil, gas, and government jobs, much of that wealth is concentrated in urban areas like Albuquerque and Santa Fe, while rural communities and tribal lands remain economically stagnant. Many residents rely on seasonal or low-paying jobs in agriculture, hospitality, and retail, which offer little job security or benefits. New Mexico has some of the worst income inequality in the country. The gap between wealthy residents in urban areas and struggling families in rural communities is huge. The state has a high percentage of wealthy retirees government workers and scientists working at institutions like Los Alamos National Laboratory, while many low-income workers are stuck in minimum-wage jobs with few opportunities for advancement. New Mexico has one of the highest unemployment rates in the country, and many jobs in the state are low-paying or part-time. While government, healthcare, and energy industries provide stable employment for some, many rural areas lack access to good-paying jobs. Additionally, many young professionals leave the state for better opportunities, contributing to a brain drain that makes it even harder for New Mexico to develop a strong economy. New Mexico could reduce poverty by investing in education, expanding job training programs, and attracting new industries beyond oil and gas. The state could also improve infrastructure in rural areas to create more economic opportunities. Additionally, expanding high-speed internet access and supporting small businesses could help struggling communities. Next, we're heading to the mountain state West Virginia. A state famous for its stunning Appalachian landscapes and coal mining history, has a poverty rate of 17.1%. McDowell County, once a booming coal mining region, now suffers from a poverty rate of over 35%. The decline of coal has been the single most devastating factor contributing to West Virginia's economic downturn. While the industry once provided high-paying jobs, automation and environmental regulations have led to mass layoffs. Efforts to bring in new industries have been slow, leaving many residents without viable employment opportunities. Unemployment also remains high in many parts of the state. While the overall unemployment rate has improved slightly, many of the available jobs are temporary or low-paying, making it difficult for workers to achieve financial stability. Potential solutions for West Virginia's poverty crisis include investing in new industries, such as technology, renewable energy, and tourism. Improving education and vocational training programs could also help workers transition into higher-paying jobs. Additionally, tax reforms could ease the financial burden on low-income residents. Welcome to Kentucky. Home to the world-famous Kentucky Derby and the birthplace of bourbon, has a poverty rate of 16.61%, which is well above the national average of 11.6%. In particular, Owsley County suffers from extreme economic hardship with a staggering poverty rate of around 45%. One of the major factors contributing to Kentucky's high poverty rate is its dependence on industries that are shrinking. Coal mining, once a powerhouse of Kentucky's economy, has been in rapid decline due to automation, environmental policies, and the rise of alternative energy sources. Manufacturing jobs, another major employer, have also declined due to outsourcing and factory closures. As a result, many communities that once relied on these industries have been left with high unemployment rates and little opportunity for economic growth. Income inequality is another growing problem. While cities like Louisville and Lexington have seen economic growth, much of rural Kentucky has been left behind. Wealth is concentrated among a small group of business owners and professionals, while many low-income workers live paycheck to paycheck. This gap between the wealthy and the poor makes it harder for struggling families to climb out of poverty. To combat poverty, Kentucky needs more economic diversification. Investing in new industries such as technology, renewable energy, and tourism could help create stable, high-paying jobs. Additionally, expanding vocational training programs and making higher education more accessible could improve job opportunities for residents. Tax reforms that shift the burden away from low-income families could also provide financial relief. Now that we've covered several states, let's take a quick pause. What do you think so far? Do any of these poverty rates surprise you? Maybe you live in one of these states and have your own experiences to share. Drop a comment and let's talk about it. Poverty is a complex issue, and the more we discuss it, the better we can understand the real challenges people face. Also, if you're enjoying this video and want to see more content like this, hit that like button. It helps us know what kind of topics you want us to cover. And if you haven't subscribed yet, what are you waiting for? Arkansas, known as the natural state for its scenic mountains and rivers, has a poverty rate of 15.9%. Phillips County, one of the poorest counties in the state, has a poverty rate of around 35%. The agriculture industry, which has been a major employer for generations, is no longer as profitable as it once was. The rise of industrial farming and mechanization has eliminated many jobs, leaving rural communities with fewer employment opportunities. Similarly, manufacturing jobs have declined, as many factories have closed or moved overseas in search of cheaper labor. Even though Arkansas has a low cost of living, low wages make it difficult for many residents to achieve financial stability. Many of the available jobs in the state pay close to minimum wage, and workers often do not receive benefits such as health insurance or retirement savings. To address poverty, Arkansas could invest in workforce development programs that help residents gain skills for higher-paying jobs. The state could also attract new industries such as technology, healthcare, and renewable energy to create more stable job opportunities. Additionally, reforming the tax system to provide relief to low-income families could help reduce financial strain on struggling households. Well, folks, we've made it to Alabama. Known for its rich civil rights history, college football, and Southern charm, has a poverty rate of 15.1%, which is significantly higher than the national average of 11.6%. The state's poorest county, Wilcox County, has a staggering poverty rate of over 35%. Income inequality is a major issue in Alabama. Cities like Birmingham and Huntsville have thriving economies, but many rural communities have been left behind. Wealth is concentrated among a small group of high earners, while many working-class residents live paycheck to paycheck. Education in Alabama ranks among the worst in the country. Many rural schools are underfunded, understaffed, and lack modern resources. As a result, dropout rates are high, and fewer students go on to college. Without access to quality education and job training, many residents find themselves stuck in low-paying jobs with little chance of advancement. Unemployment and underemployment are also major problems. While Alabama's overall unemployment rate has improved, many of the available jobs are in low-wage industries. In rural areas, job opportunities are especially scarce, forcing many young people to move to cities or out of state for work. Alabama could reduce poverty by investing in job training programs, expanding economic development beyond urban centers, and improving public education funding. Tax reforms that reduce the burden on low-income families, such as eliminating the grocery tax, could also make a significant difference. Hold on to your hats, folks, because we're heading to Oklahoma, known for its Native American heritage, oil industry, and sweeping plains, has a poverty rate of 14.3%. The state's poorest county, Adair County, has a poverty rate exceeding 30%. The oil and gas industry, while a major part of Oklahoma's economy, is also unstable. When oil prices drop, thousands of workers lose their jobs, leading to widespread economic hardship. While Oklahoma has tried to diversify its economy, rural areas still struggle to attract new industries. Income inequality is a growing issue. While some areas have seen economic growth, rural communities and Native American reservations continue to experience high levels of poverty. Many residents lack access to good jobs, quality education, and health care. Unemployment in rural Oklahoma is higher than the national average. Many of the jobs available are in low-wage industries, and there are few opportunities for career advancement. Oklahoma could reduce poverty by diversifying its economy beyond oil and gas, improving public school funding, and offering job training programs for high-demand industries. Expanding access to health care and reforming the tax system to be more equitable could also help struggling families. Get ready to tap your toes, folks, because we're heading to Tennessee, known for its deep musical roots, the Great Smoky Mountains, and vibrant cities like Nashville and Memphis, has a poverty rate of 14.6%, which is significantly higher than the national average of 11.6%. Within the state, Grundy County faces the worst economic conditions, with a poverty rate exceeding 30%. One of the key factors contributing to Tennessee's high poverty rate is the decline of traditional industries like agriculture and manufacturing. Many rural communities once relied on these sectors for employment, but automation and outsourcing have reduced job availability. While Tennessee has seen economic growth in urban areas, particularly in technology and healthcare, These jobs often require higher education levels, leaving those with limited schooling at a disadvantage. Education is a crucial factor in the state's economic struggles. Tennessee has made some progress in improving public education, but challenges remain. Many rural schools are underfunded, leading to lower graduation rates and fewer opportunities for students to pursue higher education. Without a college degree or vocational training, individuals have limited access to high-paying jobs, perpetuating the cycle of poverty. Addressing Tennessee's poverty crisis requires a multifaceted approach. The government could invest more in education, particularly in rural areas, to ensure that students have access to quality schooling and job training programs. Expanding economic opportunities beyond major cities could help bring stable jobs to communities that have been left behind. Additionally, revising tax policies to reduce the burden on lower-income residents could make it easier for families to achieve financial stability. We're finishing up in South Carolina, known for its historic cities, beaches, and southern hospitality, has a poverty rate of 14.2%. The state's poorest county, Allendale County, has a poverty rate exceeding 35%. One of the biggest factors behind South Carolina's poverty is the decline of traditional industries like agriculture and textiles. Many factories have shut down or moved overseas, leaving thousands of workers unemployed. Education in South Carolina is among the worst in the nation. The state has underfunded schools, high dropout rates, and low college enrollment. Many students do not have access to vocational training programs or higher education, making it difficult for them to find stable employment. South Carolina could invest in economic development in rural areas, expand job training programs, and reform the tax system to ease the burden on low-income families. Improving education funding and expanding access to affordable housing and healthcare could also help reduce poverty. We've covered a lot today, from the economic struggles of rural communities to the deep-rooted issues of unemployment, education, and income inequality. What do you think needs to be done to fix poverty in these states? Is it better education, more job opportunities, a complete overhaul of the tax system? Let us know your thoughts in the comments. Don't forget to like the video, subscribe to the channel, and turn on notifications so you never miss a future upload. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you in the next one.